What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe for more tips on rideshare companies and to earn more. Today in this video, I'm going to show you 10 easy tips for new Uber and Lyft drivers. So tip number one is, feel comfortable, get comfortable in your car before you start driving. Adjust your seat your size, adjust your mirrors. If you need to play music, you can always go ahead and play music. People don't really mind usually. You can play it, just slow. Make sure you don't put it out loud, because some people might not like your music. You can always turn it up when you drop them off, but just make sure you keep it low when they're on the car, so that it doesn't disturb them. That is tip number one. And tip number two is, so never be afraid. Don't be afraid of telling your riders today's my, if you are struggling with your with the app, um, today is they're your first ride, or is your first day. Don't be afraid of telling them. People are actually pretty helpful, and they'll understand the situation and they'll be more patient with you. And that is tip number two. For tip number three, always make sure you have your car clean. Make sure you take it you vacuum your car, you wash it. Make sure it's clean and ready for your riders, because you don't want them to come into a trash can, or one of those really dirty cars. So that is tip number three. Tip number four, always have your phone out. I do recommend a car mountain. That's what I use to have it out, and you don't have to carry it in your hand, and you don't get in trouble with the law, or it makes you look bad with your riders that make that you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, or unsafe. So yeah, I always have something. Make sure you have something where you can put your phone secure and it's out where you can see the GPS, because you're gonna work with the GPS so much all the time. You need it all the time, so you need to have your phone out. That is tip number four. Tip number five, always before you start driving, make sure you fill up your tank, because riders need to get to their destination, and they don't really like stopping by at extra stops. So just to avoid that, to run out of gas, make sure you fill up your tank before you start driving. That is tip number five. Tip number six, always read your riders. So as soon as they get in the car, what I do, I say, hello, how's it going? Welcome to my car. Welcome in, coming in. And, you can, that's how you basically kind of read how, you say, how are you? How you doing? Just be friendly to them. And then that's how you can tell if they actually want to talk or not want to talk. So if they don't want to talk, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's just whatever they're going through their day. So just don't even worry about it, and just take your ride, and make sure you drop them off at the right drop off point. And yeah, that is tip number five. Wait, that was tip number six. So tip number seven. So I would recommend always have a charger out. So people a lot of times tend to ask for chargers because they're coming in from the street, their phone are running low. So it's good to have extra chargers, so that you give a better service. I have an Android, but I have an iPhone. I bought an iPhone charger because most of these people have iPhones. So if you have an iPhone, that's great. You can let them use your own charger. But it's good to have a extra charger to give a better service, and people appreciate that and give you good tips. That is tip number seven. Tip number eight. So always have your sticker on the right place. Your sticker, your Uber or Lyft sticker has to be on the right side right hand side, your right hand side, and just anywhere where they can see it so that they can identify you easier, and you pick up your rider faster. That is tip number 7. Number 8. Okay, tip number 9. Let's see. Okay, so tip number 9. Sorry, because I had to write this down to explain it to you guys pretty good enough. Tip number 5 is always make sure don't pick up more riders than what you're supposed to pick up. So on an Uber X or a Lyft standard, it's 4 top. You're only allowed to take 4 top. Don't take a ride where people are lapping it, or overloading your car, where they don't. You have to make sure everybody has the seatbelt, uh, because you can get in trouble or they can get in trouble, and it's their safety. So never do that, because a lot of times people try to come in and they don't want to request a bigger car like an X XL, because they know it's more money, so they want to get in a smaller car and like just load up your car. That's not the way that it'll get them or you in trouble. So never take more than 4 people on your if you're riding or if you're driving on the Uber X or Lyft standard platform. That is my So those are my 10 top tips, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you have any question, feel free to comment me below. I'll answer it as soon as I can. And if you are only driving for one app, I would definitely recommend for you to go ahead and drive for both, because you're gonna stay busier on your time. You're gonna make more money. So I'm gonna leave my links down below. If you have any question, you can always, like I said, comment me. But sign up for either or if you're only driving for one. And thanks for watching, guys, again, and drive safe, and be careful out there.